from mass content we are moving on to customized and personalized content basis, you know, the kind of behavior customers are showing and what you know, their journeys have been, whether it's recently what their journeys have been or over a longer period of time. So digital content is really evolving from being mass to very personalized, moving on to almost customized now. Constantly, whether you talk about social media platforms or whether you talk about the consumers themselves, both are constantly changing. The platforms are evolving, and I think from having a lot of people on the platform, now platforms are moving out to, you know, having the right quality of people on their platforms. Okay, and as far as the consumers are concerned, they have moved from being mere consumers to a lot of connectivity, engagement, sharing. So that's happening, and simultaneously there are a lot of newer first-time consumers getting into various social media and digital platforms. So it is a mix right now. You will find a very evolved set of consumers. You will also find newcomers who are getting to know these platforms and trying to see how they could be useful to them. So all in all, that's it's a mixed bag of evolution right now, but the platforms are getting more evolved, and the quality of the platforms will definitely improve going forward. So the best way to evaluate really is the results that you're getting out from them. You know, so if your metrics are correct, and the results that you're getting, whatever may be your objective, you know, so metrics will depend on your objectives. So if you're getting the results and if a platform is delivering, then the quality of the platform is working for you. On the other hand, you know, so it is about initial experimentation, how you optimize your campaigns for various platforms, what kind of results are you getting, measuring against what you started out with as your objective. So if you're getting the results, the quality is kind of working for you. If you're not getting, then of course there are issues which so either you need to optimize further and so on. So it is a little bit of an iterative process, but then secondly, there are tools nowadays. So there are a lot of tech tools which are available which do help you to kind of filter out bad quality from the right quality of audiences on various platforms. So it is both these things. It is tools which are available as well as your iterative experimentation to optimize. No, that depends. If you are if you're specifically talking about if your objective was acquisition, then cost of acquisition depends on what your objective really was. So a cost of acquisition has to be an X level or X percentage of what your. So it's really a business case scenario. So if you are able to get enough revenue from that acquisition, and the cost of acquisition is justified, it works for you. But yes, you have to continuously keep optimizing, going to the right audiences, seeing that your conversion rates are increasing with every new iteration, and that's how your cost of acquisition will come down. Of course, also considering the mix of media that you use. Okay, so the right mix of media and optimizations of audiences within each media, that will help you to manage your cost of acquisition. That's a very broad and generic question, but depends on what is the proposition that you're trying to sell, what is the product or service or solution that you're trying to market. So it will really depend on that. What the 500 million of internet users will really do is to increase the whole net of audiences that you can reach out to, and then it is your expertise to get insights from various segments of those audiences and to see whom you can talk to. So it just widens your horizon quite a lot. So the only thing I can say here is the good thing is the horizon is much wider, more people are getting into it, the online community is getting really big. That gives you more opportunity to talk to a lot of people. At the same time, it gives you an opportunity to make sizable segments of each behavior. Yeah. No, I think the beauty of the digital medium was that it was measurable as compared to conventional offline mediums. So measurability has always been there. So I don't see, and it keeps on increasing as you go on, the new tools which keep on coming. So measurability always keeps on. I never think measurability has been a problem with the digital mediums. They are more measurable. Measurability and the metrics that you devise, they have to be suited to your objective. As long as your metrics are correct, measurability is definitely there in the medium. So I don't see that as an issue. And there are certain boundaries that anyway you draw basis the cultural sensitivity that you're in. So you would know what your sensitivity is to, let's say, religion or to politics or to gender issues. So those are the things that you have to draw yourself for your brand. So if your brand has a provocative persona, then you would want to stretch the envelope a bit and get into a communication which is a little bit provocative, and you would actually be okay inviting a lot of debate around what you're saying. On the other hand, if your brand persona does not allow you to be that provocative, then you probably would stay within the boundaries. And so I think most brands, they know what their boundaries are. So brands are very, very careful on what they are going to say. So misinterpretation would either be something that it would be by design because the brand wanted that in a certain way. If it is not, then it is a blunder which you have to be you have to stay clear of it. You cannot be just doing a cowboy kind of messaging on digital mediums nowadays. Yeah. Well, they will change, I guess. Right now, yes, there are so for example, whether it is AI or it is going a little bit further on machine learning for the kind of devices that we have today, or it is like deep learning with the kind of data that you have of customers, and basis that you are able to really whether it is the mood, whether it's the timing, can really cater to those kind of nuances. So I think all that will really change the marketing mediums as well as the messaging going forward. But depends on how well you understand your consumer. So it will give you enough data to understand them better, and then it is up to you to use that data to really but yeah, these are tools which really, and I dare say a lot of marketers today, including me, probably don't understand fully what this can do. So as we go along, scenarios will emerge, use cases will emerge, and new emerging technologies, as we get to know them, they're also helping us to open the horizon and see how we can use various technologies. So it's very exciting on the whole.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.